What's up guys, Payne here once again and welcome back to another episode of my Swansea career on FIFA 14. In our next game we travel across the other side of South Wales to play our bitter rivals, Cardiff City. A win here is a must, and as you'll see with the league table right now, we are still level on points with both Tottenham Hotspurs and Manchester City. We are battling for that 4th position. I want Champions League for next season. That's my main focus. I'm not bothered about the Capital One Cup or the FA Cup. I want 4th position. I want Champions League. I want a bigger budget for... Kind of greedy in a way, but I want a bigger budget for that transfer window in the summer. There is Cardiff's starting 11. All the players are out that you would expect. The likes of Murch, Meadow, Kim, Fraser Campbell, Marshall between the sticks. Here is my starting 11. Form, Debussy, Matip as well in the back 4. Bonnie had to start this one, as well as Townsend and Shelvey in the hole. And also Tom Huddleston, who has just been exceptional so far this season for Swansea City, ever since I brought him in the summer from Hull. And his performances don't seem to be dropping anytime soon. Touch wood. Cardiff obviously wanted to get off to a good start against their bitter rivals. Much with a, well, looking for a dink over the top of Vorm as he came out off his line. Thankfully Matip was there as backup, just put his whole body in the way. Tensions were rising high in this game and it was so early on. It was so heated, so atmospheric. I was really getting into this one against Swansea and Cardiff. And Shelvey, as you'll see here as well, great opportunity, great technique. Just unfortunate he couldn't keep the ball down, as that could have been a contender for goal of the season there with that half volley. Something you'd expect a Brazilian to score, or very similar to that Zidane goal that he scored for Juventus years ago. And Townsend again taking advantage of an aging left back for Cardiff City, using all of his pace and fired off a shot, hit the post, and of course Marshall got the save. We did open up the scoring, and look who it is. Once again on the score sheet for Swansea, it's Bonnie. Bonnie, one of the most devastating headers in the Premier League on FIFA 14. Fantastic. He's just... I know I probably say this almost every video, but he is just unstoppable. You crossing a ball, Bonnie's always going to be there. Great position and everything. He's just the complete forward striker that every team wants on their side. I almost got a second against Cardiff a bit later on as well, and that would have helped our chances of walking away with all 3 points. But why did Pablo Hernandez feel the need to get involved, as it was offside? Then up the other half of the pitch, Kim for Cardiff thought he had scored as his thunder shot rattles against the post. Ashley Williams took him down in the box. The referee came in. Off you go. Captain for Swansea, of all players, Ashley Williams gets sent off. He would have wanted to have played the full 90 minutes in this game against bitter rivals, and when you look at that replay, it was definitely a red card, as there was no intention whatsoever for the ball, and so he was down to 10 men. It was Kim against Vorm. Would Vorm be able to pull off a save, or would Cardiff pull level? Kim steps up, straight down the middle with a cheeky chip. Vorm goes the other way, and Cardiff City are back in this game. Just under 30 minutes gone. It just doesn't get any cheekier than that, does it? Chipping the keeper from a penalty. Once that penalty had gone in though, I knew this game was going to be full of goals. And Kanyas, with that firing shot from the attacking set piece from Swansea, hit one of the defenders for Cardiff, and it went out for a corner kick again, but nothing came of that. Obviously you'd be seeing the highlights of that. Cardiff City on the attack. The ball almost fell into the path of Conway, who was storming into the box, but thankfully Debussy, well aware of what was happening inside, and managed to just chest that one down and clear the danger. In the second half, Cardiff were piling on the pressure yet again. Conway with another fantastic shot. Could have crept into the back of the net, but Vorm managed to stick out foot. Shelvey with another chance. He was totally off form in this game, as you've already seen a bit earlier on with that half volley chance that he had. And that chance that you've just seen. Terrible stuff. Should have finished it. But if there was one man that we needed to thank in this game, it was definitely that goalkeeper Vorm. And I was thinking to myself, you know, it's only a matter of time before they make it 2-1 here, Cardiff. This was it though. 85 minutes gone of the game. Andros Townsend with a cross in, finds Dier. He chests that one down. to his feet, and he powers that one past Marshall. What a finish, what an ending to a fantastic game of football against Cardiff City in the South Wales derby. Fantastic stuff, really was. 2-1, surely now Swansea would come away with all 3 points, piling more pressure on the likes of Tottenham and Manchester City. But that wasn't going to cut it for Cardiff City, was it? Scripted goal for Cardiff. Kevin Nolan in the right place at the right time. And a performance like that from John Joe Shelvey could possibly see him dropped from the team. Dire defending. We could have picked up all 3 points from this one, but both teams walk away with just a point. Nevertheless, though, it was a fantastic game. Very enjoyable. Really got into that one. The South Wales derby. Bonney and Dier getting on the score sheet for Swansea. Just a shame we didn't receive maximum points in that one. On to the next game anyway, but first, the news everyone has been waiting for. The transfer window is now wide open for January. I am now free to spend to strengthen positions that may need strengthening, and it's going to be hard to do so, seeing that I've only really got 4.7 to 5 million in the transfer kitty for January. I did receive an offer for Gwolyn Edwards, I think that's how you pronounce it, from Hearts for 108,000. I decided to accept that. Simply because I don't really have any plans to bring him in. And here he is. This is the player that I've decided to freshen up our attack, guys. Alexandre Lacazette from Olympique Lyon. As you know, Michu is injured. He's going to be out for 7 months. Could possibly even miss the start of next season. So buying a new striker is a must. I mean, what if Bonney gets injured? Don't want to speak too loudly. We're going to be screwed. I then went across to Tottenham. I know I seem to be looking at Tottenham players quite a lot, but I know our left back position needs strengthening. That's one of the main positions that needs working on. And how about this as well that you've just seen? I was well happy when I pressed on Danny Rose and it came up that I could offer him a contract to move to Swansea on a free for next season, coming in effect on July the 1st. I was well happy because it's not very often that happens to me on FIFA, finding contract expiries and pre-contract clauses and everything like that. So fingers crossed Danny Rose accepts, because I still think, well, he is at a decent age. He's still got loads of room for improvement, and I think he will be a good player to bring in for next season. I am still in the market of another left back though, because at the moment I've only got one left back, and of course if Danny Rose does accept, we've got to wait until the end of this season before that comes into effect. So I definitely need to bring in a left back, and as it stands I've only got one left back, and that's Neil Taylor. To be fair to him though, he's on top of his game with fitness wise, and also he's not picking up any injuries, so that's good. Oh, look at this as well. Newcastle United, probably the quickest goal I've had scored against me on FIFA 14. 1 minute 49 was the time, and it was Gouffran that got the goal for Newcastle. So unfortunate for Vorm. So yeah, a left back is needed for this January transfer window so we can carry on with our season, and hopefully that may help us through it. Just in case he does get an injury, Neil Taylor. You know, we can't. If that does happen, we're going to be screwed. Simple as that. It's the same scenario with Bonney. If he gets injured, we're going to be screwed because Michu's out for 7 months. So I am looking towards Sissoko, Ali Sissoko. You know, I could always move him on at the end of this season. I am going to try and bring him in on a loan first. See if Valencia will accept that. If not, I'll put in hopefully a bargain bid and get my man. As I say, I could move him on at the end of this season if he doesn't seem to work out at Swansea. I think it's pretty obvious that the more players you have in one position, the better. Because the selection, yeah, it could become a bit of a headache of who you want to play, and some players' morale hitting rock bottom because they're not getting the games that they want, but I do believe that that is much better to have. Because, as I say, if that one player gets injured, then that's it. It becomes increasingly harder then to be playing players out of position. The perfect example is Eric Dier this season in his career mode. I've played him a couple of times in central midfield because I know that he can play there, but on FIFA it doesn't register as that. So when I've had a look at the squad report, I will show you guys the squad report very soon. Do not worry. His stats have started to decrease because I'm playing him out of position. So you just need to guard against that really and make sure that you have enough players for one position. Like in my case, have maybe 3 players for the left back. You know, it's good to have a selection. Anyway, this game against Newcastle United, we did put ourselves into the lead. Thankfully, seeing that they got off to a flying start, Newcastle United. 1 minute 49 it took them to score that first goal. 75th minute, with the advantage being played for Newcastle United, we got a touch on the ball and gave away a free kick in a dangerous position just inside the D there. They went with a nice attacking set piece. Taylor with a thunderous shot just went wide of the mark. 10 minutes of the game remaining. Huddleston and Townsend linking up just nicely. Townsend down the right wing, swings in the cross. Game, set and match. Bonnie making it 3-1 to Swansea City. Surely that would be it. All maximum points going to Swansea to add to the league table. But there is still one more attack left in Newcastle United. Gouffran, who was the guy that opened up the scoring in this game nice and early, swung in another cross, getting Swansea back there, and it was Campbell that was on the receiving end of a fantastic cross, just picking it out perfectly and nutted that one past form. 3-2 the final score. Decent game. Newcastle just couldn't get back into this one, even though they tried very hard to do so. So after the game, got the fantastic news that Lyon have accepted my transfer offer for 2.4 million for Lacazette, and I thought, well, seeing that I've managed to knock them down with the price, let's see if I can knock down Lacazette with his contract demands. Let's offer him 35,000 a week, important first team player for 4 years. Let's see if he will accept that. And there is the league table as it stands, still level on points with Man City and a point behind Spurs. And that, guys, is the end of this video. I do hope that you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.